Well, welcome back, kindergartners. I hope you enjoyed our caterpillar video, learning how a caterpillar goes from an egg all the way to a butterfly. I love that video. It's so fun, so much information. So I want you to think back to the video and what were some fun facts that you learned about the video? Now, for me personally, some of my fun facts is that there are how many stages of the metamorphosis, the part of the caterpillar changing through all the stages. Guys, remember the 4 steps to the metamorphosis. Our first one is the egg stage. After that, we go into the larva stage. And then the pupa, that's when he does the chrysalis around his body, the cocoon. And then remember the 4th stage is the butterfly coming out. Now it's actually really important that the butterfly, as it's coming out of the cocoon, does it by himself. So sometimes we actually see chrysalises or cocoons in the springtime hanging from a tree, and we want to maybe help that butterfly get its way out. Same thing like with an egg. If you ever see an egg in the nest, we don't want to touch them because God made this part important for the butterfly and the bird is as they push out of that chrysalis or out of that cocoon, it's an important part where they get their wings get stronger. It's kind of like when we lift heavy objects that our muscles get stronger, right? Well, the butterfly or a bird has to push its way out of its chrysalis to make its wings stronger so that it can flutter away and it can be strong and it can survive and do all the beautiful things that butterflies do for us. Like one of the things it does is it gets pollen and it actually will bring pollen to different places, kind of like a bee does. But I want you guys to think back to the video. How does the butterfly taste? Does it taste through that kind of straw-like thing that she shared? Or does it taste through its feet, its legs? Kind of funny. Like, could you imagine like tasting through your toes? Like that seems really odd to us, but I loved that fun fact about our butterflies too. So I want you guys to think about what were some of the fun facts that you learned about butterflies. And as soon as this video is done, before we go on to the next one, I want you to go run and tell mom and dad or your brothers and sisters or if grandpa and grandma are with you, what were some of the fun facts you learned about the process of metamorphosis with our butterfly, okay? So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to just quickly watch our Sesame Street video. I love this video and I think you do too. And that's just going to be a reminder of what our next part of our project is going to be, where we're going to be making the colorful caterpillars. So in a moment, when I'm done with the directions here, you're going to hit the space bar again and you're going to go watch that video. And remember, we're reminding ourselves, what are our 3 primary colors? Let's think right now. Can you think about what they are? And then what are the next 3 secondary colors that we take our 2 colors and mix them together, okay? Because for our colorful caterpillar color wheel, we're gonna literally make a color wheel for our project today to get our body of our caterpillar ready to go, okay? So in a moment though, before you go and watch our Sesame Street video, the video right after that, I'm gonna give you directions for the next step of our art project. And then that's actually gonna be our last video for today, as what I need you to get through. So before you go tell mom and dad all the fun things you learned about a caterpillar, and if you want to watch that video again, just hit the up arrow and it will replay it. You might have to hit it twice, okay? But what you need to go and get before the next video after the Sesame Street video, you need to go get that packet from last week where we cut out all of our colorful circles and our other pieces there, okay? Remember, you maybe put it in an envelope too. So go get all those things. And then the other thing we also need today is a glue stick, okay? So go find a glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick, do you have a glue bottle? Either one of those is fine to use. So after the Sesame Street video, before we do the directions for today, you need to go find this in the house and you need to go get a glue stick or a glue bottle for gluing our pieces on today, okay? So in a moment then, you may hit the down arrow and or go tell mom and dad about our caterpillars. And then when we're done with the Sesame Street video, we're gonna do our art project for today. So I hope you enjoyed learning about our caterpillars and reminders about our primary and secondary colors for our very colorful caterpillar that we'll continue to work on today. So at this point, if you want to watch the video again, go talk to mom and dad about caterpillars, but for sure, go get your glue stick and your papers. We'll see you in a minute.